Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Windsor 12 light chandelier. This is going to be the 13, 16, 22. This is the smaller of the two sizes. There's also a really nice wall sconce that goes with this. You should check that out as well. If you're in a quandary about which size to use or how this is going to look in your space, something that you can do with us is to send an image of your room. We can take our powerful AI tools, take this fixture and place it in your room, send that image back to you so you get a chance to see what it looks like all set up. Doesn't cost you a thing. It's a great way to see things before you buy them. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, independent of the rods that it's hanging from. It's coming in at 15.8 inches high, 42.9 inches in diameter. So the overall height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself with the rods as well. It's going to give you a pretty good range, 18.6 to 63.6. Canopy up on the ceiling, that's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. That's coming in at 8.5. So this is going to be 44 pounds. That just means that you want to talk to your installer to make sure they put in the correct box for you that can accommodate a 44-pound fixture. This is also going to ship with 20 feet of wire. So even though it says it maxes out at 63.3, we know that we can get you much farther down using that 20 feet of wire. To begin with, this is going to be shipping with 3 of the 12-inch pipes, 1 of the 6, and 1 of the 3, and a bunch of these little connectors that have threading on them. Pipes have threading on the inside, on both sides, and I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is to take a look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you that in addition to the kit I talked about a second ago, which is going to have 3 12s, 1 6, 1 3, additional kits, if you do need them, you can order them from us. Just drop a quick email and I can clue you in on that. Additional kits are going to have 1 12, 1 6, and 1 3, and a bunch of little connectors. Use them in conjunction with each other to get you with that 20 feet of wire down from like a second story. But when you're on that chart, actually when you're on the page, you're going to see a chart. That chart's over there, and it's going to have a whole collection of these overall fixed heights, and then it's going to show you what combinations of which rods you're going to use to get to those overall heights. What I would probably do is, as far as putting it together, once I figured out which rods I need, I'm going to put a blanket on the floor, I'm going to put the fixture on the floor, I wouldn't put the glass on just yet, and then I would, basically you're going to feed wires through these little pieces one by one. So through a connector, through a pipe, through a connector, through a pipe, and you're going to exit that canopy on the ceiling, and you're basically just going to screw them together. They go together easily and beautifully because Hubbardton Forge mills their stuff just like jewelry basically. You can barely even see a line there. It's just so tight. So it looks like a continuous line all the way down. This is going to be slope ceiling adaptable, 45 degrees already. There's going to be a knuckle built at the very top where it meets the canopy, allowing this to bend right down here. So you're all set with the slope. You don't have to do any customization at all. You're also going to notice the glass on this has 2 options. One is going to be frosted glass, and the other one is going to be called mirrored smoke, which is kind of cool. It's a bit of a semi-transparent or translucent look. You can kind of see through it when the light's on. When the light's off, it has a little bit of a mirror quality going on with it. Let's talk about what's going to go on as far as lamping goes. And don't forget, you have 12 sockets. That means that you're going to get a lot of light out of this. Using a G9 socket, which uses G9 bulbs, you have a lot of things you can do. Hubbardton recommends a 4.5 watt bulb. If you go back to their site and you go back to this fixture, and next to details, that little tab is a little lamping tab. Click on that. It'll show you a recommended bulb that they like to use from Emery Allen. That'll be listed there. You can always get that, but you don't have to. You can kind of play around with bulbs on this. So 4.5 watt max, you're actually going to find more bulbs in the 4 watt, but again, don't forget, you've got 12 of these bulbs. A 4 watt is going to be the equivalent of a 40 watt bulb, incandescent. So again, gives you tons of light. A couple examples here. This is the older cob one. You can't tell, but it looks like corn cobs inside. A little corn cob thing. This is a phosphorus one, which I kind of like because it doesn't have the little individual pads on it, which can sometimes show through the glass. It's just a one continuous leg up there. So when I'm buying my bulbs, I generally will go on Amazon, though you can go to other light bulb websites if you're not sure if you want where you want to go. So bulbs.com, 1000bulbs.com, justbulbs.com, walmart.com, Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, all those things will have these, but I find them easiest on Amazon, just so you know. The color of the light coming out of these things is really going to vary, and we talk about that in all these videos. They're going to offer these to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light, like a setting sun on the romantic side, which may be nice in this because it'll make those look like little candles up there. You may be using this over a dining room table or maybe in a great room, and that would be really pretty. Way on the other side is going to be called daylight, and daylight sounds like a warm light, but it is not a warm light. That's going to be a bluish white light, like an overcast day, convenience store light, that kind of thing. That's 4000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom is warm white, soft white, and that's going to be 3000 Kelvin. That's the light coming down on this table right now from these 3000 Kelvin LEDs just above us. In any event, I would probably get a dimmable version of that depending on whatever you got. And if you have any questions, you can always, like I said, send pictures of your project and we can play around with them putting this fixture in, as well as the sconces too. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.